Hey, what's going on YouTube? First time making a video. Thought I'd talk to you guys about Schneider. Anybody doing research out there? I know there's a lot of videos out there with different guys. Probably gonna say the same thing I'm gonna say, but in a different way. I know when I started, I was researching everything, anything that said Schneider or any other company that I was checking out. I would YouTube it, and so I thought I'd do a little video on the reasons, the three main reasons I picked Schneider. Now I'll go over my first week of orientation. Um, so first, with my three reasons. My first reason is, um, well, I'll give you a little background on me since my first video. I'm hoping to do a couple of these videos so maybe you can follow along and um, you can follow along and see my story and how I'm progressing and my take on it. So, but the first reason is when I went to CDL school, I decided to go to CDL school, and I have two DUIs on my record, one in 2000 and another one in 2002. Now, it's been a while. That's 15 years ago. And since then, um, I don't even drink anymore. I haven't drank in like 12 years, over 12 years. So it's just such a distance pass for me. And so I didn't really think about it. I thought, it's a long time ago. I thought about it. I'm like, oh, it's so long ago. That's not going to matter. They're off. But I went to CDL school, and of course, the lady's like, oh, no, don't worry about it. No, they're so long ago. Nobody's even going to care about them. They want the money. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, that's kind of what I figured. So I wrote down, well, the first company I go to, I was talking to him. I was really interested, and just I don't even know why I thought about it. I was talking to a recruiter, and I was like, you know what? By the way, bud, I got two DUIs, but they're from 2000, 2002, and he's like, oh man, that's an automatic disqualification. It's like I can't even take you. So I'm like, oh no, and then he talked to me. He's like, you might have a problem with that. He's like, you're gonna have a problem, and I freaked out. I'm like, oh great, are you kidding me? But I understand it. Companies, even though it was a long time, I get it. Um, so now I'm freaking out. So I called a bunch of other companies, and I tell them right away. And there was a handful. One was Western Express, which, from what I hear, oh, they'll take anyone. You freaking kill somebody, they'll take you right on. This is what I'm hearing on YouTube. I called them up. Sure enough, guys like no. Which Western Express, for me, I really didn't. It didn't break my heart that they wouldn't take me. So I got worried. Now Schneider was on top of my list, um, and they said, yeah, it was a long time ago. You were upfront about it, so that was good. And actually a lot of companies that ended up saying yes, but there was a decent amount that said no. So I got worried. So Schneider was one of the first ones that say, yeah, we're okay with that. Like I said, it was a long time ago, and I'm glad they gave me a shot because I'm a totally, I was, I want to get into it. I mean, it was a phase 2000, it was a phase happened. I was very self-centered, you know, and, what can I say? So anyway, that's the first reason. Schneider said yes about that. Second reason was the training. I heard a lot of good things about their training. If you don't know about their training, it's 18 days. 1 week you're out on the road. First week you're in a class. Second week you're out on the road with TE. They call them a trainer engineer. Third week you're back in class. Now I've only gone through the first week, but that sounded, like I said, I heard a lot of good things about their training, and we'll get more into that. But a lot of these other companies were like, man, 4 to 8 weeks out there with a guy, which sounded good to me because the more I went to my CDL school didn't teach me hardly anything. It was awful. Their motto was, after I talked to the guys, we're here to teach you how to get your license, not to teach you how to drive. And I'm like, oh, crap. So I started looking in these companies. I was thinking, I'm probably going to need 8 weeks out there with somebody. But that scared me, knowing my personality, stuck in a truck with somebody. It's me. It's not them. Jesus Christ himself could be in that truck with me, and he would start to get on my nerves after a while. I'd be like, dude, why you gotta be so perfect, man? You know what I mean? Why you always gotta be preaching? It's really getting on my nerves. So that worried me. Being like that. And once you're like that, I mean, are you really receptive and learning once you start to catch a resent? I don't know. I heard a lot of good things. I heard a lot of bad things. But the 18 days excited me. And, is it enough training? You guys that are out there probably been doing well. Probably like, that ain't enough training. And you might be right. I don't know. But I've heard guys that have done through the 8 weeks, and they said, hey, man, you're going to be nervous no matter what, man. The best way to do it is, go out there and learn. So, the training excited me, the 18 days, and the good stuff that I heard about the training. Like I said, I'll get into my first week of training. So that's another reason I picked Schneider. And the last reason, the third reason is I actually have a trip scheduled for an Alaska cruise in the beginning of August. Now that's important to me. Once in a lifetime thing. Scheduled it last year before I even knew I was getting into trucking, and so that was important for me. Now I called a couple companies, and some of them were like, "That's no problem." One company actually told me that, yeah, it's no problem, but you'll have to resign, come drop the truck off, and then when you come back, we'll rehire. Now the trip is for 10 days. It's an Alaskan cruise. Like I said, in the beginning of August, already paid for. Very important for me to go. Once in a life. So I'm going. Um, like I said, one company said, well, you'll have to resign. I'm like, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to put all that work in, that time, put my 4 months. So I didn't want to do that. Another company was like, that's okay. We understand. What you'll have to do is the company was far away. It was in like Iowa, and I'm in PA. So he said, what you'll have to do is you'll come back, drop off the truck. You probably have to rent a car, drive home. And do all that. And I was like, I don't know. Schneider, everyone I talked to, now we'll see if it happens, but everyone I talked to, they said, that's no problem, Jay. We understand people schedule stuff before they come on, and, just let your DBL, your driving business leader, they call them, I guess, otherwise known as a dispatcher, let them know, and you'll be okay. So everyone I've talked to so far at Schneider has said the same thing. You'll be fine. There's a drop yard about 45 minutes from my house, so that was another reason, because the drop yards are closed and the main terminal is 2 hours. So if I get in a bind during that August, and I might have to switch out trucks, nobody said that, but I'm okay with that, to go to Alaska. If I gotta turn my truck in, get a new truck when I come back, I know that terminal is closed. So that's another reason. And I guess a fourth reason is it felt right, for some reason. All the other companies I talked to, and I talked to a lot. Every time I talked to Schneider, it just felt right. I kept feeling like I was getting pulled towards Schneider, and whether it's the best company or not, that's what I felt. I was getting pulled towards, and now I'm going OTR, so I am going to go over the road. And their over-the-road program is 12 days out, 2 days home, 11 days out, 3 days home. You can stay out longer, I believe, but that's why I signed up for it. But like I said, everything just felt right. I just felt like that was the place for me, and I think that's important for anybody choosing a company. Is if it feels right, go with it. I'm a big God dude. I'm a big great spirit. I'm a big positive energy guy. Like, if it feels right, go with it, man. If it don't feel right, you're like, man, this company has everything I want, and it seems perfect, but it just, something doesn't feel right. Might be something telling you. If a company, they have some things that you weren't looking for, and some things that you didn't want, but it feels right. You gotta look at that. So anyway, that's my spiel. But I also want to talk about the first week of talking about feeling right. I'm getting ready to go out with my TE here in a couple hours. I'm going to meet him about 45 minutes away at the yard, and I'm going to be out there with TE. So um, now my first week at Schneider, my feeling has been right so far. The first week, very professional. Everything has a rhyme and a reason for it. Everything is very structured, which I like, especially after coming from my CDL school. I don't want a company that's not going to know what's going on. It seemed like this part of it anyway. They had everything structured. Even when you had downtime, say you were doing you were on a thing in the computer, in orientation, and you got done first. They weren't like, well, go ahead and take a break. Go take a 10-minute break since you're a little ahead of schedule. And then you got everybody on the computer. Well, oh, I want to get done quick because that guy got to get a break. No, when you were done, they were like, well, go in your book. There's 10 questions here. Go ahead and answer them. There was not any downtime. They always had another thing for you to do and for you to accomplish. And I really like that. So, and all the instructors, for the most part, very professional. They're very, they know what they want. And I like that. They know what they want. They know what they expect. And they let you know what they want and what they expect. And it's nothing out of they're not asking you to do anything that is not safe or what I mean. They just know what they want. This is the way we want it. This is how we expect it done, and I like that. So the first week's gone great. Now I said I'm going out in a couple hours. My TE, I'll get back to everybody. Let you know how that went. If you have any questions, I don't know, I guess throw them out in a comment thing. Like I said, this is my first video. Hopefully we can, I can do one with IT. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments. I'll try and answer them. There's plenty of information out there on this stuff. Just keep doing your research. I just thought I'd throw a video out there from a different point of view, a different personality, a different way of saying things. Pretty much, I'm guessing we're all going to say the same thing, but just in a different way. I guess you'll get you guys out there who will not have a good experience, or I'm going to try and be positive. That's my style. I'm hoping. So anyway, but like I said, you guys got any questions? Don't hesitate to ask. I'll try and get back to you. My first video. Hope it went good. Hope you guys liked it. And that's it. I'm gonna sign off now. Thank you.